Okay. And find out. Where'd he go, Carol? Did you get two leaves? Okay, he said 4 or 5 o'clock down. Okay? Tell your parents. Okay. You excited, Devin? You getting ready? No? You're ready. You can do a good job. You're doing great, buddy. 2.
Yeah, because
Yesterday, I have so many photos I want to wish. And they can let it go. Oh, they see this and you can kind of and we have plenty of
Yes, Darlene works for it, and she's actually the vice president of Ailey ISD Board of Ed.
yeah, you see me leveling up. I said I need a little neck warmer. It could work, and it could be rain, you know. Today's a good day.
Please do. Oh yeah.
The reason for my
You have to go back to
yeah. So that's why, I mean, you know, we just need to, so we can, and then we have people that come in September. You said that, you know, that's just a bit
All that being said, we work very closely. Well,
Yeah, good.
just something else. Okay. So sometimes I yeah, because I wasn't sure whether so having
right, and then it sticks. I try to write it out like how I would say it, not the way it spelled, so I can the way I can remember.
that's why I
Yeah, that break it up. I know. You're right. That's right. Just keep going. Right.
Hey, I will remember that. I probably should tell
What did you call her? Did you
I'm learning Spanish because I know education has Spanish. Say something. Abusing. On that end. Yes. And this will be a parking lot
What sign that
So was there any problem with the setting once we get in the other doors, or did it go through code in it? So what we end up doing?
I got a little sign in each classroom that says Rocky Road.
So that's all we had to do is sign it. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, they,
That's kind of what you were saying.
well,
though. You were gonna
I was hoping they would, I suggested it to them. I hope they buy into it. It took a while, we did several meetings, conversations, and finally, all said and done, they said, okay, you have to do that. We'll waive that requirement for additional doors. So, it turned out pretty good. Well, we brought the permit set, we brought the permit set out.
I'm the old fashioned. I like it.
Well, you know, I tell you what.
Yep.
Get ready.
All right.
I think we had dinner, didn't we, in Austin? Yes, because I'm like, I never. Yes, I've been nice. Nice to meet you. Yes. 3/4. First of all,
Bride side, the groom side.
All right, let's get started. Good morning.
good morning.
Good to see everybody here today. We are doing our groundbreaking ceremony for our ABS West campus, and I'm extremely excited. It seems like we started this project when I was about 19 years old. And it's taken a while to just get to this very point. So when I was driving up today, I was telling myself I need to calm down, and this isn't a major celebration. I don't need to jump around. I'm extremely excited to be at this point today. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize several visitors that we have today. We're going to be hearing from our president, Mr. Josh Flynn. Could you stand up and wave to everybody? We also have H.D. Chambers, Superintendent of A-Leaf, that's joining us. And our board member, Richard Cantu, is on his way, so he'll be here shortly. I also want to recognize two different companies that are working with us to build this building. Create Architects, sitting over there. And Weber Commercial, it's going to be doing the general contract. Just so you know, Weber Commercial told me that they're going to get this done for less money than what they did it on. And it's going to be done earlier than they had proposed. And they said that their mantra is, we under-promise and over-deliver. So just imagine, they're going to be done in about 3 months here. So we'll see. He said it's April 1st. All right, so let me talk to you a little bit about what's going on behind this. I want you to conceptualize. I know we have these photos here of this building that's going on behind us. And so you'll be able to see these photos and kind of conceptualize that. But I want to talk to you more about what is going to take place inside the building. Back in 2015, when I first became the superintendent of Harris County Department of Ed, one of the first things I did is went around and did all the visits to the campuses and met the staff and the principals and so forth. When I got to AB West, I thought to myself that I've never seen a campus like this before. Many of you know I've been a special ed teacher for 4 years. I have a degree in special ed, former special ed student. My whole career has been dedicated to special ed in one way or another. And I've been all over the country. I've done site visits from the East Coast to the West Coast, and I'd never seen a campus like AB West. I met the staff, I met the principal, which you'll get to see Dr. Keys in a minute. He'll be jumping around, you're gonna have to keep your eye on him because he's gonna move around a lot. But just fired up, and a staff that was so excited and happy to work with the students that were at their campus. Well, the weird thing was, I got in my car, I left, and I thought to myself, man, this is why I came here. I love working in an environment like this. And I was so impressed with everything I saw, but something didn't sit right with me. And I couldn't figure out what it was. Several months later, I went back out to AB West, and I was walking the campus and visiting with the staff, and sure enough, everything that I thought about the first time I went out there was affirmed. I saw it again. I saw Dr. Keys bouncing around, showing off his photos of all the students. I saw staff loving, hugging, welcoming, and loving their students. I saw students happy, smiling. I saw parents coming in and out, knowing different staff members' names. It affirmed everything that I suspected the first time that I went out there. The only difference was this time I felt that weird sensation that I felt the first time, but this time I felt it inside the building. And I said, what is it that's disturbing me about this building? And so I took another step, and then I realized that in the hallway that I was in, I was walking downhill. The foundation of the school was cracked. I started thinking about it. I said, it's the building I can't stand. This building is not matching the spirit of the students and the staff in this facility. And so I pulled Dr. Keys and I said, man, we've got to get you a new building. You know, we need to have a facility that looks like what we aspire to be. And we aspire to be exceptional. And so that's when the planning started, that we need to start finding some property, we need to put together a proposal, we need to put together a feasibility study, we need to send it to the board, and we need to find something that can truly honor our students and our staff. And so that's why we're here today. And it's taken a while, but we've gotten to this point. And you're going to hear from Dr. Keys and some of his students today, and you will see exactly why we're here today, and we're going to build this building. It's going to be unique. You will have difficulty finding another building like it in Harris County, perhaps even the state of Texas or the country. It is going to be specifically designed for our special needs population. And it's going to honor our students, their families, their school districts, and the staff that's in it. So for that reason, we're fired up. Okay? Right. I saw that one of our former board members, Dr. Trotman, please stand. She was able to show up today. She's busy in her new position, but she was also part of the board that approved moving forward with this construction. All right, so at this time, I'd like to call up our Harris County Department of Education's board president, Mr. Flynn, who's going to recognize some of our other guests.
Thank you. I did want to, our elected officials here, and Diane Sherman just did show up, so we're glad to have her here. But our Vice President and Secretary and Trustee of Alief ISD School Boards are here. So Darlene Bro, she's our Vice President of Alief. And Lily Trong, she is the Secretary. And then John Wynn as a Trustee. We do appreciate making this facility available, and unlike Superintendent, I was just installed a couple of months ago, and so I'm just the opposite of that, where I get to reap the benefits of having a beautiful facility built during my tenure. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really glad. It's great to see all the folks here, great attendance, and I'm looking forward to working with y'all as we get this facility built. Thank you, guys.
Okay, I'm going to call up a very special person. Don't come up yet. Dr. Keys. Now, I don't know if you're medicated or not, Dr. Keys. There's probably a little purple pill somewhere looking at Dr. Keys because he is the energizer bunny. But the cool thing about Dr. Keys is his personality, his spirit, his drive, his passion for his students is infectious. It's infectious. That man right there shapes the culture and the climate of his building. And, you know, I see H.D. Chambers nodding his head because we both know that principals do that. Good principals do that. And so he is a true champion for students, and at this time I'm going to call him up. He's going to introduce some students too.
Thank you, Ms. Colbert. Man, this is a great day for the ABS West family and the home of the Knights. We are so excited and appreciative. I want to pause for a second and just say thank you and give all of you a round of applause. Not only for you being here, but for this continued support over the entire process. We're so appreciative. This is a momentous occasion, and to help us celebrate this occasion, I brought some of the best students in the world. I have Devin Wright. He's a 4th grader from Fort Bend ISD. We have Angelica Garcia, who's a senior from Alief ISD. And we have Jimmy Jones, who's a sophomore from Alief ISD. Now, at ABS West, we believe that we have some of the best educational programs in the world to educate our students. With the building of this new school, we also believe that we're going to have the best educational facilities to educate those students who are autistic and emotionally disabled. We're so excited about that. We can't wait. I'm going to hold you guys accountable. I'm going to be out every Saturday to make sure you guys are working. And now, Devin would like to have a few words.
Come on, Devin.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. To begin with, my name is Devin Wright. I'm currently in the 4th grade here at ABS West. To explain some of the things I enjoy here at this school is that I have teachers who take their time and work with me, help my behavior and emotions. Above all, using my Boys Town skills such as accepting criticism, appropriate voice tone, and following directions. Equally important, 3 of my favorite subjects are PE, reading, and math. And 4 of my favorite teachers are Dr. Keys, Mr. Miller, Mr. Monette, and Mr. Davis. And I am happy to attend this new school, and I hope the new school has a library, computer lab, and PE basketball lab.
Devin is so spokesman. He is the face of the franchise. We are so excited. We are so excited, and we just can't wait. That's cool. Thank you. Yeah.
Now, Devin, you could have asked for a PlayStation 4 room, Xbox. You could have asked for all of that. At this time, I'm going to call out really a man that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He is. First of all, let me say this. Harris County has some of the best superintendents in the state of Texas. And I've worked in Austin, I've worked in Dallas, I've worked out of state. But this gentleman that I'm about to call up is certainly an advocate, not only for Alief, but for all students in the state of Texas. He is oftentimes in Austin fighting for our students with the testing standards, and much of that his fingers are normally in it a little bit, but he's a champion for public education, and he's a man that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. So I'd like to call up H.D. Chambers, Superintendent Alief.
Public speaking rule number 1, never follow kids. And never be between lunch and the event. So I've got both of them. Real quick, there's a not a single person sitting here right now can't think of an individual that you either know or have known that probably struggled while they were in elementary school, middle school, high school. For some reason they struggled, whatever it was. It could be behavior reasons, could be learning, could be whatever it is. And the thing that I feel so blessed to have ABC West, not just or ABC West, not just in this particular facility, property, but helping the students so that these kids aren't forgotten, and they're not dismissed, and there's some legitimacy given to their capabilities. We all, and I'm in my profession, we far too often categorize and standardize kids, and we put them in little boxes and little compartments, and they're good at this, or they're good at this, or they're not good at this, and sometimes behavior gets in the way. Sometimes there's a million things that gets in the way. But regardless of what it is, I'm grateful for the taxpayers of Harris County, for the board, for Mr. Colbert and the entire Harris County staff for recognizing that these students need a voice. And the thing that happens whenever they come back to our campuses, I was doing an interview earlier, the thing I've noticed that when they come back to our campuses, far and above anything else, is confidence. It's someone cared about them, someone believed in them. And so, Dr. Keys, your enthusiasm, I don't know you, but your enthusiasm, you can't fake that. And so I'm not going to try to pretend to match it, but mine's more internal. But nevertheless, I want to express my appreciation to everyone that had anything to do with this, with Harris County Department of Ed, because it does matter. It does matter. If you don't believe it, you just saw three little students here that represent why it matters. So thank you for allowing us to be a small part of it. James, congratulations on finding the only vacant land in Alief. But congratulations, and we look forward to a partnership, to continue the partnership. So thank you again.
Okay, we've had a couple more people show up. First, I'd like to recognize one of our trustees, Richard Cantu. Wave your hand. One of our new trustees. We also have a representative from the Bank of Texas. Where are you at? Here we go. Some money, man. And Keith Wade, Senior Advisor of Mayor Sylvester Turner. There we go. Okay, so I mentioned it earlier. You know, one of the things that we aspire to do with Harris County Department of Ed is we want to be exceptional. You know, you have average, you have good, you have great, you have tremendous, stupendous, but at the very top you have exceptional. And so how do you get to that point? You know, in my 48 years, I've found that there's really only two ways you can become exceptional at anything. And that is, you either need to do what everyone else does, but you do it at a level that's never been seen before. You do it in a way that no one's ever conceptualized you doing that thing that way. That is exceptional. The other way is that you do something that no one's ever seen before. There is no precedence for it. You created something that has not ever even been conceptualized. This is what Harris County Department of Ed aspires to do with all things. And we're not there, but we're chasing it. And today is a huge, monumental day because we're about to break ground. As soon as y'all leave, I've instructed our contractors to start dragging dirt. So I want to hear some chainsaws cutting down trees and some bulldozers being cranked up as soon as everybody leaves. Because we aspire to be exceptional. And this is what I know. We got the exceptional staff, and we have the exceptional students. We just need an exceptional building. So with that, I appreciate all of you coming out today, and I thank you, and I appreciate you suffering through this cold weather, and I appreciate your continued support of Harris County Department of Ed. Thank you. Have a good day.
So we'll review Mr. Flynn, Mr. Chambers, and Dr. Keys. Want to do that? Want to do photo op Dr. Keys? Come on. And then we'll come back.